Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, all my mothers, all my subscribers, all your mothers. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I hope they are taking good care of you, and I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I hope you are enjoying yourself, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, child, listen. Okay, I was all up in the verses and whatnot last night, honey. Acting like I was at couple skate, holding hands, child, writing letters. Do you like me? Yes or no? Honey, singing to my man over the phone. Honey, the landline phone. Child, when I tell you that SWV and Escape took me back, I am so, let me say it again. I am so, not to be confused with so deaf, so happy that I was born in the 80s and lived through the 90s. Honey, this is music, okay? This is music. Child, they did that, okay? Both of them, both groups, they did that. Okay, let's get into it. So, you know, the DJ was playing and everything. You know, they had DJ A1 and they had Spinderella. Shout out to Spinderella, honey, the official, okay, the official third member of Salt and Pepper, even though they don't want to recognize it, okay? Spinderella she did her thing. Tonight, she did her thing, okay? And A1, you did a really good job as well. But what I wished is, you know, it was just such a, you know, a women's empowerment type thing. I wish they would have gotten like MC Light to actually DJ for Candy and them. Honey, I'm just going to say Candy and them for Escape. I wish they would have got like a DJ, wish they would have gotten MC Light because that would have been iconic. But at the same time, you know, they ATL, okay? Peace up, A-Town down, honey. It's all about the South over on that side. So I can kind of understand why they used somebody that they already were familiar with, okay? So when they came out, honey, you know, Escape came out strong, child. Tamika, let me speak directly to you, honey. Tamika Scott, baby, all the energy you had last night, honey, this was your moment. You know how somebody just been waiting for their moment? Because, you know, we still see Candy in the spotlight and, you know, Tiny and T.I., they doing what they doing, allegedly. Okay, but the Scott sisters, we don't never really hear too much about them. So when they get ready to shine and when they are on the scene, they shine. Okay? And baby, Tamika came out with all the energy, enough energy for both groups. Okay? So Tamika Scott got the people talking, honey, got them standing on their feet. Then they took us to church. Yes, I said church, honey, not church. Then, you know, SWV pay homage to the Clark sisters. So they both, you know, sung their little ballads, honey. Shout out to God. Then a word from our sponsors. Shout out to Doritos. Honey, they talked about Doritos so much last night, honey. I saw myself eating a bag of Cool Ranch. Okay, I didn't even know I wanted chips. I didn't even know I wanted no Doritos. Let me tell you something. Dorito, honey. Y'all got y'all coins last night. Because I was sure like, let me go get me a bag of Cool Ranch, honey. They play all day. Then Escape hit us with a clap my hands, stomp my feet. Honey, all right, honey. Took me all the way back to couple skate, okay? Child, why they took me back to my middle school days? I was singing it and not feeling a thing, honey, to my feel so good. Wasn't feeling out of nothing but them books, okay? But when you listen to the lyrics of clap my hands, stomp my feet, don't it sound like it could be a cheer, honey? Clap my hands and stomp my feet. Every little thing that you do to me. It just sounded like it could be a cheer. I was just listening to it and I'm like, you know what? Words were so simple back in the 90s and the music was so good. It was simple and it made a statement. Honey, not like now. I don't know what they be talking about up and through. Okay, I'm all the way confused. Actually, is R&B still around? Because I don't know nothing but Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and the Migos and Saweetie, honey. I'm just saying. I don't know anything but. So I'm just trying to figure out if they're still doing R&B. Like, I need this type of R&B before I'm interested. Okay, so after they did that, you know, I was singing to the boys when I should have been singing to them books, okay? And then SWV said, you know what? They hit us with that Missy feature, honey. Can we get kinky tonight? I got so many things on my mind. Shout out to Missy, okay? They played that track, okay? And then they sung the chorus, so I was like, okay, are y'all gonna sing the song? Y'all just let the track play, but y'all sung the chorus, so honey, I guess that's something, child. Then Tamika Scott said, I'm going to get kinky tonight with my husband. Candy said, you know I love to get kinky. Oh, Candy, we know, honey. We know, honey. We got a whole reunion part 3 because we know how you like to get kinky. Bringing Bolo down to the Atlanta and whatnot, honey. Tiny said, you know what? Baby, Tiny said, we got to slow it down, child. Tiny said, please don't be talking about nothing kinky and all that, child. I'm still me, kinky, and all that in the same sentence. I'm not going to be able to do that, child. I'm still under fire. Honey, let's just move on from the kink of it all, okay? The folks still watching me. The folks are still watching, child. So then XSCAPE played Am I Dreaming with Keith Sweat with his begging behind. And that used to be my song as well. Shout out to Keith Sweat, always on his knees begging and whatnot. Then Taj got a little shade in her. Did y'all catch it? Because it's like every time XSCAPE said something, then Taj would say something, but she would say it in a way where she was trying to be complimentary with a little underhanded bit of shade. Child, I called it, okay? So they played a song with Babyface from Waiting to Exhale, okay, from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was their song. Because, back in the day, I was just singing, child. I didn't know who was singing what, but all I knew is I was singing. That's all I could tell you. Now, y'all know Candy hates to lose, child. She hated. She already lost that singing competition to Shamari and Destin. So Candy was like, look, I ain't gonna lose this verses because I know how people feel about these verses and I know people is watching. So let me make sure I bring my A game. Candy was controlling her vocals and everything, singing from her diaphragm and whatnot. So Candy plays When You're Out in the Club, Don't Think I'm Not. Okay, Candy, honey. Candy was like, don't think I'm about to lose this verses. I know that's right, honey. Candy hit him with a, when you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. I know that's right, Candy, honey. You tell him, child. So Candy played her little bit because, we're going to get a little bit of something from Candy Coated Nights. Then Taj said, there was this special song that people started playing when a dear friend of mine died, Kim Porter, and they played it, and it was a beautiful song. But Taj said, look, I don't know nothing about being in the club, but what I will tell you is that this song is being played in remembrance of my beautiful friend, Kim Porter. So let me hit you with that one time for the one time. So they hit him with that. Then XSCAPE played Run. Baby! When I tell you, when they played Run, honey, I ran to that screen singing like I was in the middle of a karaoke. Honey, when I tell you, honey, I was in here hitting notes I ain't even know I had. I remember playing that song for my little boyfriend at school. Lord, I was fast, child. How I'm going to tell him I want to run to the arms of the one who loves me? Girl, what? Child, you're 7. Honey, what do you mean run to the arms of the one who loves you? Child, Then Lily said, you know what? So we back over here to SWV. Lily said, you know what? Y'all took us, somewhere, and we about to take y'all somewhere. We made a little song. And we wanted the man to kiss us and touch us in places that was special. So we wanted to go downtown. Okay, Lily. So they played that. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, honey, my mama should have had me on punishment. I should be on punishment right now. And my parents should be locked up. Honey, don't let your kids, you got to be careful what your kids are listening to. I was legit singing, I want to go downtown, run to the arms of the one who loves you. You're my little secret, being a little mini side chick, honey. What am I saying? Honey, what am I even saying? And you know what? In the beginning of the verses, Coco was kind of acting like she couldn't be bothered. Because every time XSCAPE started singing or whatever, she was acting like, I don't want nothing to do with it, child. My feet hurt. I got this tight blazer on, honey. My braids ain't sitting right. Child, I don't know. I'm just not in the mood right now. But Taj said, honey, I'm going to come out with my panty shorts on from the jump in my boots, in my combat boots. Honey, I'm going to come out ready for war from the top. I'm going to have a little bit of class on the top and a party on the bottom. I know that's right, Taj. Honey, Taj said, y'all are not going to catch me in no heels. And plus, me and Eddie been doing leg work. Honey, leg day has never been skipped. Honey, y'all gonna get these legs today. I know that's right, Taj, honey. I know that's right. So then they came out, they did that. And like I said, my parents should be on punishment and so should I, or they should be locked up. Then Candy said, well, y'all did a song from a soundtrack, so I think we should do a song from a soundtrack. Above the Rim. Child, then they hit us with that, B-boy, B. I've been looking for your ass since a 1:15. Hot peas and butter, baby, come and get your supper. When I tell you that used to be my song. Honey, all of this used to be my song. This was my night. Let me tell you something. It couldn't get no better on Mother's Day weekend. I'm just saying, honey. This versus was everything to me. It really didn't matter to me who won. Quite frankly, I feel like both groups have singers that carry the group. The Scott sisters carry XSCAPE. This is my opinion. Coco carries SWV, but together they make magic, honey. They making magic. So, they played that, child, and it was all good, honey. Then Taj said, oh, y'all was on that soundtrack too? See what I told y'all? Shady boots. Shady boots. Tiny, you know what? Baby, Tiny sitting on them steps took me out. Honey, I know them shoes hurt, child. Go on, sit down. I know how you feel, child. Be in the club, feet just hollering, but you trying to look cute and dance and do a little two-step at the same time. Tiny said, not tonight, honey. Not tonight. I'm going to put these stilettos right on this step. Honey, I'm about to sit down. But y'all know Candy wasn't sitting down, child. You know she want to be seen. Then SWV hit us with a song featuring Puffy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Brother Love. Child, because y'all know Diddy got so many aliases, honey. So back then when he did the song, he was Puff Daddy, okay? Puff Daddy pumped the Hummer for the summer. I'm just saying. So he was Puff Daddy when he did this song. And Lily talking about, how you say it? Is it Ciroc or Ciroc? Girl, Taj said, it's Ciroc. She's talking about, well, I don't drink. Girl, I don't drink either, but I read, honey. You know that thing ain't got no H in it? Talking about some Ciroc. Child, I'm not finna play. I'm not finna play with Lily. Child, I'm not finna play. And she my favorite one from SWV because she's so down to earth and so real with it. And Lily, I love you. But girl, honey, I know you can read. You know that thing say Ciroc. Then they brought Mr. So Def himself out. Okay, so y'all know they had to bring Jermaine Dupri, honey. He was dressed like he just got off the Funkdafied video, okay? So Funkdafied. Shout out to Brett, okay? And then all of a sudden, because y'all know, here go Candy, honey. This is her time to shine because this was her lead part, honey. All of a sudden, we heard, every man wants a woman where him and her can just go hang. I know that's right, Candy, honey. Go on, give it to him, honey. Just the two of them alone, kick back, doing their own thing. Honey, y'all know how Candy gonna do it, honey. Candy gonna hit that low octave. I was waiting for that. Every man wants a woman. Honey, y'all know Candy couldn't wait to bust it out, baby. That was her lead song. So then after they did that and whatnot, Jermaine came out and he did his little So Def. They paid homage to him as being their producer, and he did his little thing. After that, then SWV hit us with a banger. Honey. And I had my first heartbreak to this song. I don't know why it was my first heartbreak, but at the same time, it was just a song that I remember hearing, and I was so sad, child. And I used to try to sing this to him, but it didn't make no sense, honey. They hit us with a, you're the one for me. Child, that used to be my song, okay? So they hit us with that, and then all of a sudden, honey, here comes the actual hook. I know that you're somebody else's guy. Now listen to me. We were singing these songs. I know you're somebody else's guy, but these feelings that I have for you, I can't deny. She doesn't treat you the way that you want her to. So come on, stop fronting. I want to get with you. Side chick anthem. Baby, these 90s groups know they gonna play a side chick anthem if they don't do nothing else, honey. They was writing all kind of songs for us to share me in. Honey, we were being sister wives back then. Didn't even know it. Child, I'm not finna play with them. Then Candy played her song, child, because she want the people to know what she hitting for, honey. So, all of a sudden she was like, you know what? We're all girl groups. Let's pay homage to the girl groups. And one of the girl groups that I work with happened to be Destiny's Child. At first we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now, okay, Candy, we got it, girl, honey. Tell us you work with Beyonce without telling us you work with Beyonce. So then after that, here come Taj, because I told y'all Taj is the shady boots of SWV. See, Coco be giving looks. You gonna know exactly how she feel, because she wear her emotions on her sleeve and on her face. So the whole while XSCAPE singing, honey, she looking all frowned up, acting like she don't want to be bothered. And then we look over here go Taj. I've been knowing them since they were 14 years old, honey. Shout out to them babies. Taj, they're grown, honey, giving very much mothers and wives, honey. They're grown, but thank you. We're so happy you've known them since they were 14, honey. So have I. Okay. Then SWV played the Doritos fan favorite. Okay, from the Free Willy soundtrack featuring my love, Michael Jackson. Child, when they played this song, I just cried because I just loved it. It's just something about this song and the way they hit those vocals and the way Michael come in, honey. And baby, Coco started singing. And y'all know Coco got some range. Honey, I don't care about her attitude, but that heifer got some range. If she gonna hit a note and she gonna sing a song, honey, yes. Yes, Coco, for the vocals. Then we took a short intermission. You know, DJ A1 and Spinderella took me to Club Quarantine. Honey, I got my entire Mother's Day life, honey, in here tooting it up, put my freakum dress on. Then I came back and told them, because Fantasia said, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me, honey. I broke up with some people. Then I brought it back, honey. Then they took me back down to the ATL. Then meet me at the trap is going down, honey. Everything was happening. Everything was doing what needs to be done, okay? After we took the intermission, okay. Yes, for the wardrobe change, SWV, honey. But when they came back, Coco had a shot of Red Bull in the back, and Coco, they was like, Coco, listen. Now, normally we let you lead, but now they are really giving the energy that needs to be given. So I'm gonna need you to get yourself together. And Coco was like, all right, let me just go and put my hand in a ponytail, honey, and let me kick off my shoes and relax my feet. She paid a little homage to Escape, came on out, put her right shoes on, her hoodie, okay, so now she could be comfortable, put that hair in a side ponytail. The only thing that was missing, Coco, was the nails. If you would have brought them 90s nails back, because y'all know that Coco was famous for having those. Like, these girls doing it now, honey. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Honey, Coco been wearing them nails where she couldn't even wipe good. Honey, she been wearing them nails. So, Coco, if you would have put the nails on with the whole little fit, baby, you would have took me all the way back to 93. Okay? So, they came out. She had put that hair up. And so, like, now the energy is coming. Because she got us good sneakers on. The energy showing up. Thank you, Escape, for pulling it out of them. And then I'm so into you. I'm like, I know that's right, honey. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me tell you something. I don't know if it was just me, but why did I feel like I was a member of every group? And I used to always try to be the lead. I'm like, y'all are my background. Me and my cousins, we used to get together, and I used to be like, okay, I'm chilly. When it was TLC, I was chilly. When it was Escape, I used to want to be Tiny, because I just thought she was cute. And then when it was time for SWV, I was always Coco. Honey, I didn't care if I could hit the note or not. I'm Coco, and that's what's said. I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. Honey, y'all know how I do. So then, you know, they brought out the energy or whatever, played I'm So Into You, and they did that, honey, with the choreograph routine and everything. I said, okay, for the choreograph routine, you better hit that eight count, honey. Love it. So Escape hit us with Little Secret. Did anybody see ya come into my house last night? When I got your message in my beeper that you want to do everything I like. All right. Honey, not the beeper. Child, you know, baby, they hit you on the beeper and they hit you with that 911 and you got to go to the payphone to call them back. Child, they don't know nothing about child, you had to really be in love with somebody to find a payphone. Because you needed change to do that, honey. You needed a whole 25 cents to call someone that paged you, okay? So then after they did that, then Child played another side chick anthem, honey. I had no idea what I was singing back then. Child, if I could go back and erase my throat, honey, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm not singing that one. That one implies that I'm sharing a man, and therefore and thus and such, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So then they started singing back to back, and then Candy hit us with another song she was on with T-Pain, honey, because Candy said, I need to let the people know that I am more than Candy Coated Nights. I am more than Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've been doing this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So Candy played another song that she did with T-Pain and Lil Jon. Okay, and then after that, because Candy was feeling it, honey, and after she did that, Tiny said, because Candy said, well, you know what? On the song, it had Candy Girl, and people don't realize that Candy Girl and Candy are the same person. So then Tiny gonna say, well, child, they know that voice. If they don't know nothing else, honey, they know that voice. Child, I'm not gonna play with Tiny. I don't know what that meant, but I'm gonna tell you, in my mind, it meant something that wasn't right, okay? So then Coco hit us with the, here come the men in black. And you know what? I did not have any idea that was Coco on that soundtrack. Child, these women were working, honey. Black women booked and busy. Do you hear me? Escape brought out the Brat, for the Always Be My Baby remix. I hope Mariah was cool with that. Because, Mariah she very serious about her catalog. She don't let everybody just sample her stuff and start singing all out loud, honey. And I see that Candy tried to throw a little something at the end and, oh, Candy, no. Don't do that to Mariah's song. And that's why she don't like y'all using her stuff. Child, anyway. So then SWV hit us with the Always on My Mind. And I was like, that is such a beautiful song. I had me wishing I had a man for a minute. I'm like, yes, you're always on my mind. Honey, no, I ain't thinking about nobody. Okay, child, not now person. But I quickly snapped out of it and I'm back. Coco brought out her son, and that was cute. It was really special, and he got the range just like his mama. If y'all follow her on Instagram or even TikTok, she's always doing stuff with her son, and they're always doing like little cute duets, and I thought that was so sweet. I'm like, oh, okay. Then after that, then Escape played Love on My Mind, which was Tamika's song, and child, Tamika said, Candy was trying, now I'm talking about Tamika Scott, not Tiny. Tamika said, Candy was trying to take that one out. Child, oh my goodness, honey, they fighting low-key. Child, Candy said, who, me? She said, yeah. And then Tiny was like, yeah, Candy did not want us to play Love on My Mind. Here go Candy, because Candy always pretending like she don't know what she's done or how she did it. Candy told me, I get blamed for everything. Child, honey, not y'all low-key fighting on stage, honey. That's why I couldn't have been in a girl group, because I don't really get along with girls like that. I mean, I get along with them, but to be together all the time and who want to be the Beyonce of the group, honey, Then Escape started singing, say you do if you want to. They sung that, and I was like, okay, I love it. Tiny started getting into it, honey, and then A1 said, cut. SWV, it's your turn. Baby, Tiny said, not that you just cut me out, now I was going to get ready to sing my part. And my thing is this, I would have told them, child, listen, you work for me. Okay, right now you're working for Escape. Run that back. DJ, run that back one time. So everybody was just sitting there looking like, why would you cut it out? So then he goes over to SWV and Lily was like, we were actually feeling it. We want it to be played. We were ready for it to get into it if we're going to get into it, basically is what she was saying. So Tiny said, I get one song and then you cut it. So Candy said, well, you could blow it Acapulco, honey. You could let the people know what you can do Acapulco. And, Tiny wasn't about to do that, y'all. She need that track. So she was like, they need to play it back one time for the one time. So the crowd started saying, play it again, or something like that, honey. But they wanted it to come back. So Tiny had her moment, and it was brought back one time for the one time. Tiny got to sing her song, okay? And everything was all good in the hood. Then Coco brought us, what did Coco bring us after that, child? Coco brought us a song, child. I can't remember the name of it, but at this point it was Coco and them. Okay, they had the guitarist, and he was playing, and they sounded so beautiful. So Coco and them was singing, honey, because SWV know they gonna let Coco lead a song, child. They know they gonna do it. Then Candy busted out with No Scrubs, so we could know once again she and Tiny wrote that as well. And I appreciated it, but I wanted Escape to play more of their music. Like, there's so many things from their album that I wanted to hear, but Candy kept inserting, I don't know why, but she kept inserting songs that they wrote. And I was like, okay, I like it, but I mean, child, okay. Then SWV came on out, baby, because they came on out to do the two-step and everything. They had the mic stands. They were ready to make it do what it do. So they came on out with that, anything you want me to do, I'll do it, honey. And then I'm like, okay, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, it's like that, y'all. Okay. And then after they did that, Taj hits us with a rap. Honey, she been waiting her whole life to do that part, y'all. So they took us back to New York, and she went on ahead and rapped Method Man or Red Man. It was one of the mans. She rapped their part so that she could speak her speech, honey, and she was ready to shine as she should, okay, and she did what she had to do. Then Tiny said, we don't have all those nice jams. Candy said, we got jams, and they just not slow. They just not fast songs. They're just slow. I'm like, oh, Tiny, you better get it together, honey, because Candy hates to lose. Why would you even say that? Somebody, we don't have all those nice jams. Girl, she didn't know what she was saying, Candy. Don't worry about it, girl. So then Escape hit us with a, who can I run to? Who can I run to? Honey, because they'll do a run in a minute, honey. Y'all know Tamika gonna do a run if she don't do nothing else. So, they did the little run. Tamika let Coco help her bring it on in. So Coco came and gave her little spin on the Escape song. I wonder how they felt about that. Because as I was watching it, I'm like, that was so beautiful. Tamika got a beautiful spirit, honey. She's just sweet. No wonder she's best friends with what's the Braxton sister name? Not Tamar. The other sister, the one that's always doing the hands. I cannot remember her name right now. But her and let me see, not Tawanda. Trina. She is best friends with Trina. So Tamika and Trina Braxton are best friends, and they both have sweet spirits. So I can kind of see that. And the way that she just made sure that she involved SWV, made them feel comfortable, made them feel like, you know what, this is not a battle. This is just a celebration. This is just us getting together and singing together. I loved it. Okay. So they did that. And, they just had a good time, and I loved it. So, who can I run to? And then they hit us with that, as I stand here contemplating. So they tried to figure that out and whatnot. And Tamika let Coco bring it on home. SWV said, well, we going to close out the show. Candy said, not yet. Dang, Candy. Child, Candy is not a girl's girl. That's just what I'm starting to see. Because even in Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's just not a girl's girl. And that's okay. I'm not really a girl's girl. I mean, I like girls, but at the same time, it's like I don't have a big group of girls surrounding me. I'm not the girl that can just get with a group of girls and we can just all go hang out because I'm that girl. I gravitate more to guys. So I can kind of understand it. But Candy, pipe down, honey. It's all fun, honey. It's all in love. So then they start playing my song. Let me tell y'all something. The way I hollered, that was my anthem. You couldn't tell me I couldn't sing when this song came on. You could not tell me. Honey, I actually want to be a part of this group. All of a sudden I heard, I don't know what it is that you've done to me. Baby, when they played that little bit, honey, I can't go no further because I ain't trying to get a copyright strike, okay? But when I heard that, I get so weak. Blood starts racing through my veins. Woo! Child, I used to love Weak. That was my song. But just when I thought I had got my life, here comes Escape. Candy said, no, ma'am. We are going to close it out. This is the end. What I need from you is understanding. Candy said, y'all gonna understand how we won this versus, okay? So for me, this is what I feel like. I really liked both groups. I love them. They're equally talented. They both brought the 90s in the way the 90s needed to be brought in, honey. They were everything. When you were feeling a little down and you need a little something, a little mellow, you go over here to SWV. When you want to get your life and you want to kick off your shoes and relax your feet and party on down to the Escape beat, you go over here to Escape. If you want to be somebody's little secret, you hang out over here with Candy and them. If you want to go over here and get I'm so in to you, it's still a side chick anthem, but it's a little bit more upbeat, you're gonna hit SWV. And I just want to say, us as the fans, we won. Okay, we won because us as mothers, we won because this right here was everything. I appreciated it. I loved it. Coco, I'm glad you got your attitude together for the second half. Honey, it was kind of like a football game. You weren't playing your best in the first quarter, but then, in the fourth inning, honey, I don't know if I'm mixing up the stuff. I don't know if it's baseball. I'm talking about football. I don't know. All I know is Coco gathered her braids and her mind and her thoughts and her spirit, and she came on out and helped the girls bring it home. Escape. They had a young energy about them. I loved it over there on that end. And together, honey, they were escaping the sisters with voices. Honey, y'all see how I just put them together? Honey, the 90s won. So if y'all don't know nothing about it, honey, I feel bad for you. I just want to bring that to y'all. Shout out in the comments and let me know, sound off, and let me know how you felt about the verses. Who do you think took it home? Did you notice any shady moments, honey? Because I know I noticed a lot, okay? Did y'all see Candy trying to make sure that she won, honey, when it was really a win for us all? Y'all shout out in the comments. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.